Hello, this is Beth. Welcome to my autumn recap. Actually, quite a late autumn recap. It's now the Sunday, the 12th of November. Um, so, so basically, what's been going on then? An interesting year. I've already posted up a few times this year already, so I'm not going to go through it all again. But basically, Plymouth City Council have actually started clearing the town centre, and it's looking a lot better. Thank goodness. Slow but steady. Also, what else have we been having? Right, just recently as well, we've had obviously Halloween, my favourite time of the year, really. I do love the ghosts and ghouls and skeletons and things. We were followed by Bonfire Night, which I don't really pay much attention to. And today is obviously Remembrance Sunday. So, in remembrance of the soldiers and the forces and everybody basically was involved with World War One and World War Two. So obviously not glorifying war, but to commemorate and honour those that died so that we could basically be here now. Okay, now also other things that have been happening. We had on the 27th and 28th of October, something very interesting is that we had what's called a blood moon. Now the blood moon can only happen with a full moon and only happens once or twice a year normally. During this time, you basically have a full lunar eclipse. The sun has to shine against the whole of the moon in order for it to eclipse in this way, so it appears like it's red or like a ruddy brown colour. But spiritually, what happens with that is that basically it shifts our energies, it shifts us by about 10 times. So anything that's like toxic or needs clearing can be brought to the surface, as the moon often does with these things, so that we can start clearing it, etc. But in addition to that, it raises our other energies as well. So things like ideas come to the surface. We may be activated to go out and act on these ideas and do some things. I know with me, I'm very sensitive to these energies, so I started like doing all sorts, a lot more plans ready for next year. Tidying things up at home, which is really needed. All sorts of things. Went out, did a lot more, but definitely planning ahead very much for next year. I think that is like the main thing with me, but then I am a big planner. So what we're going to do now is just have a quick look using the cards. Now what I'm going to do today is use three cards, or three decks of cards, sorry, slightly different ones. We have two tarot and one oracle. The tarot I'm using is actually more of a regular one today to start with. So we're going to be using what's known as the Good Tarot. Excellent. This one's by Colette Baron-Reid. When I say regular tarot, it's more regular than the ones I usually use, but it's still very ethereal and very modern, so very spiritual. And I think for the energies that I am feeling at the moment in November, it's quite dreamy, ethereal, magical. So I think that'll be ideal. We're going to also use the Starman Tarot deck by David DeAngelis, also inspired by David Bowie, of course. And then we are going to use I am going to use the Wisdom of the Crystal Skulls Oracle cards by Clea Gumpels and Ter Andromeda. Okay, now I do use those quite a lot simply because I really love them and they work well. So let's start. Okay, so which one should we go for first? I'm actually going to use the Crystal Skull ones to start with. So let's have a look, see what comes up. Now, obviously we're covering three decks here. So this is going to be quite, I wouldn't say brief, but I'm going to stick to the point, okay? So let's have a look. Move back a bit. Lovely. Right. Okay. Beautiful cards, these. These are some of my favourites. Like I said, I use them a lot. So this is the Wisdom from the Crystal Skull cards. So what we're looking at now is recent, past, present and immediate future, but the energies overall. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on in general. Like I said, this can only be general really, because I'm not like reading directly for a specific person. So how you take this is up to you. Go with what resonates with you. Lovely, that's the central card and the immediate future. What's going on now? So let's have a look. Right, lovely. So we have Wisdom from the Crystal Skull cards. First card, we have Roar Like a Lion. Interesting. Come back to that one in a second. We have Gaia in the central position at card number 32. So that's obviously very much to do with the earth. As I said, come back to that one in a second. And the universe has your back. Excellent. Right, so let's have a look at these 3 cards. So what's going on with this at the moment? Right, Roar Like a Lion. Now, interestingly, this card is number 11. It's got a lot of gold in it. Let me show you the card. Which would be nice if it wasn't, there we go. Can you see it probably there a bit better? There we are. Roar Like a Lion. Very golden, number 11. Now, interesting, obviously, today is the 12th of November, so the 11th month. Yesterday was the 11th of the 11th, which was the end of World War II. So a lot of 11s going on at the moment, which is very interesting. The 11s and 11s are like some sort of like crossover point in spirituality. Numerologically, they are the master number. So people that are ruled by the number 11 in their charts tend to be great teachers, spiritually orientated, but great teachers. It is the number of the Christ energy. And you will find when it comes to subjects like the twin flames and also like accelerated spiritual growth, you'll find that the 11s often come up a lot. Not just the 11s, obviously the 11 is like the angelic number, the twin flame number, etc. But you'll also get 22s, 33s, 44s, all those recurring numbers. But to start with, we have Roar Like a Lion. Now, if we're looking at this energetically, lots of energy, lots of activity, lots going on. And for me, last week, that was pretty true, I have to say. Pretty interesting. I am also ruled by Leo. I'm a Capricorn, but I do have a lot of Leo in my chart, which is interesting, for the 19th of January. So let's see where that's going. Next card, central card. Okay, let's see if I can avoid the light shining on it this time. Gaia, number 32. Okay, slightly harder to see this one. Oh, damn. There we go. That's better. Gaia, number 32. So it's an earth card. Interesting, I happen to be wearing brown. I just put this on just now because I was wearing bright colours, but I just felt this was the right thing to wear. So at this precise moment in time, we are very much connecting with the earth, probably getting more in touch with the earth than we have been more during the summer. With the summer, we've probably been out busy doing a lot of things, but at this time of the year, going into, well, I wouldn't say going into autumn, but like as we progress through autumn at this time, we're very much getting ourselves in sort of like back in touch with the earth, going deep within. It's number 32, so if you add those together, you get 5. 5 is a very deep number. It's the number of teaching mathematics and things like that, but it's also a highly mystical number and a number that takes us deep within. So this is what's going on at the moment. We're being drawn within, going within, which is interesting. We're finding like an interesting balance here. We're sort of slowing down on the outside, but going more within. Now, if we see what's the next number is, right, so the next number is number 26. The universe has your back. So this one is slightly different to the other two. Obviously, we have, there we go, a very beautiful quartz crystal skull there. Right, I'm not sure if that's the Mitchell Hedges skull. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is. It could even be a smoky quartz, but it's a bit hard to see in this light. It is definitely a quartz skull, though. Yeah, I think it's a smoky one. Obviously, highly energetic. If it's quartz, quartz always amplifies and magnifies anything. We use quartz in all sorts of like computer systems, radios, etc. And at the rate that we are evolving technologically at the moment, quartz is very, very active. But quartz acts like, I'm going to say it, like a computer system, an ancient computer system. It holds on to energy, materials, and we can sort of tune in and gain that information and knowledge when we know how to. It's actually not that hard. It's just about basically tuning into the energy and seeing what comes through. But the whole point of this one anyway is the universe has your back. So what it's sort of saying to you at this point is, the immediate future is to just trust where you are going with things. You're being drawn within now, as the Gaia card has said. You've got loads of energy from the lion, but you're being drawn within, connecting with yourself, connecting with the earth, which is energizing. It's strengthening you up from the inside here and helping you to see your way forward. And then with this card, like number 26, which is actually a very energetic card, 2 and 6 makes 8. 8 is a very powerful number. So you're moving into your own power. and developing more, I say, a more powerful way of being, stepping into your own power, being more empowered from within, finding yourself and taking charge of things. So that's very beautiful, but it's saying the universe has your back. So really trust that you're being guided in the direction you need to go in at the moment. It's a highly creative card as well. All of these cards are highly creative, connected with the golden energy and the golden ray. So excellent stuff. Okay, let's have a quick look at the others, because obviously you don't have a huge amount of time here. I like to keep my YouTube videos reasonably short because they're easier to watch, I think. So let's have a look. We're going to go with Mr. Bowie now. Let's see what Mr. Bowie has to say. We're going to go with the Starman cards here. Beautiful cards by David DeAngelis and Esther DeAngelis, which I think is his wife. So let's draw these out. So obviously Mr. Bowie is with us in spirit and overseeing everything we do here. So let's have a look. Just a general message for us and for what's going on at the moment. Lovely. 3 beautiful cards. Okay, first card, 10 of Pentacles. Bright and colourful. Okay, central card, Justice. Right, balance. We're coming into balance. Brilliant. And then we have the third card is the Chariot. Obviously plenty of energy coming in anyway. That makes sense. It sort of is in line with what the crystal skulls were saying, but obviously we're coming from a slightly different angle here with these cards. Let me show you. The 10 of Pentacles. Okay, see this gorgeous, beautiful card. There we are. So you can see Mr. Bowie at the top there. Lots of lovely pinks, pentagrams and all sorts. Now the 10 of Pentacles normally in tarot is very much to do with happy, home, settled, etc. The colours in this card are lovely. We've got pink, so the heart is open. We've got autumn colours like oranges, yellows, reds and pinks. So it's very appropriate for autumn, for lots of lovely energy coming in. There's a feeling of peace with this card as well. And obviously the pentagrams are okay, so are like very much like my earrings. That's what I was going to say. They're like my earrings. I've got pentagrams on. So, or pentacles, which are the earth suit, practical, earthy. So we're coming back to this earth side of things again. Possibly money, although I have to say at this time of year, we're more thinking about Christmas and maybe not spending quite so much and being quite so abundant at this precise moment of time. But a very nice card to get for the immediate past here. So that's Mr. Bowie, bringing it bright colours. Central card, we have the Justice card. Now this one and the third card, which I said, which was the Chariot, coming up next, are both major cards. So there's a lot going on with us at the moment and to the near future, which will be the next couple of weeks. It's quite significant. There's a lot going on. Justice is all about balance. Let me see what's going on with this guy. Yeah, it's all about balance. It's about balancing, well, looking after yourself centrally, healthy eating, good lifestyle, look after yourself, plenty of sleep, keep warm. Okay, those are the main things to look out for. Like I said, fresh air, exercise is brilliant, drink plenty of fluids. So, but do look after yourself. Now he is holding what looks like a brain. There's a lot of intellect. Look after yourself in many different ways as well. If you're someone that likes to do a lot of thinking and learning, then do more of that. Nourish your mind. Your heart is here, so do things that warm your heart. Do things that help others, that are good for others, but also things that you love, things that you want to do. Like I said, we're being taken within to find out more about who we are and what we are wanting at this time. So really go with that. So that's the Justice card, but keep things in balance. Be sensible. Don't overdo things. Make sure you get plenty of rest. And then the Chariot, you see, this is a very active card. Now, the Chariot in itself is saying that all obstacles can be overcome. Now, if we think back just a minute ago into the crystal skull cards, the third skull was a very energetic quartz crystal with the number 8. Well, it was 26, but 8, which is a very powerful card. So if we look to this one now in the same position, there's a lot of energy going on. The Chariot's got a lot going on. We've got things going in all different directions. So it's about keeping things again in balance, but it's also saying that all obstacles can be overcome. So just remember that all obstacles that exist are actually within our minds. So we can overcome those obstacles. I mean, some people have a natural gift and do find energy from coming across lots of obstacles. Some people find it much harder, but even so, obstacles, if you step back and have a think, they are within our mind. So we can work on that. We can go within, think things through, find other ways, avoid, or whatever you want to do. Step through, over, problem solve. Okay, so excellent stuff. But that's nice. A lot of energy in this card, lots of energy, lots of spiritual guidance. So don't forget to pay attention to how you feel, go with your intuitions and trust that. Okay, so that was, like I said, 10 of Pentacles, which was lovely. Probably settling in more in the home, settling down, very autumnal. We've got the Justice, keeping things in balance, looking after ourselves. And then the next card is the Chariot, which is all obstacles can be overcome. So there's a lot going on at the moment, plenty of energy and moving forward. Okay, but moving forward with trust and a lot of protection from spirit. So then if we go to, right, let's have a look. These cards. Okay, so this is the Good Tarot. Now, I don't use this card quite so much, but it is really beautiful. And I have used them a few times professionally, and the people love them, you see. They're very magical, very ethereal, and sort of take you up into a different dimension. They're very dreamy. So here we go. Right, so these are the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. So I'm going to draw 3 cards here now. I quite like a slightly different angle on what's going on here, which would be nice, but we'll see what comes out. Brilliant. Lovely. Okay. Now Justice has come back up again. Card number 11. Now that's interesting, isn't it? It's like tying together all 3 of the readings. It ties together the other 2 as well. So central card, 6 of air. Right, now that is a bit different, okay? And then the third card is the 5 of water. So basically the 5 of cups. Something is ending, which is lovely. Right, okay. Right, so we have the first card, which is the Justice card. Let me show you a bit more like, say, classical tarot here, although this deck I would say is anything but really classical. Justice, beautiful lady with wings, so probably an angel. Number 11. So again, we have that number of the Christ energy, the number of 11, which like links many things together. Beautiful. So let's have a look. Right, so this lady has the moon. Right, so that's talking about going deep within. She also has a sword just behind her. Swords are to do with truth. So it's about seeing the truth of a matter. She also has scales and things, so there's balance. She also has wings, so she is an angel. So, Justice card. Right, so again, balance, very important. It's about going deep within, seeing how you feel about things, trusting your own intuitions, and do so, please, keep things in balance. There's so much going on at the moment. It's a funny time now because we are slowing down before we get to the winter, you know what I mean? We're getting used to the earth and connecting. But then what will happen is, like when Christmas starts coming in, things will start accelerating again. So it's about keeping things in balance, looking after ourselves, making sure we keep warm, eat properly, all those sorts of things. But it's like, yeah, keep an eye on things. Very important. Now, the 6 of air is the central card. There we go. Oh, really wish that wouldn't do that. 6 of air, if you can see. So we have a ship on the sea. It is on the sea as well, actually. You would think that would be in the air, but it's not. It's actually in the sea. Having said that, you have lots of clouds and birds, lovely blue. So it's very peaceful feeling. Now, air is, well, it's the air suit, isn't it? So it's thinking and thoughts and possibly making decisions. So there is quite a lot of thinking going on at the moment. Let me see. 6 is a nice number, though. It's a very balanced number of beauty, philosophies, thinking things through. Generally quite peaceful. We have the birds, we have the ship. Let me see what the third card is. Now, interestingly, if we look at this one, 5 of water. Now, if you look at this lady, she looks like a mermaid, but she's actually got like a shell there. So she's more like a sea creature of some sort. Maybe not so much a mermaid. I don't know if you can see that, 6 of water. So she is very much a water card. Well, 6 of water, of course it would be. Water is the emotions and feelings. It can also be quite dreamy, quite magical, and quite romantic. So we are heading into that phase of year, let's say after November the 11th, and then leading up to Christmas now, which is a much more magical and dreamy time. We'll have all the Christmas TV coming out, all sorts of things going on, Christmas films, Christmas food, Christmas drinks, all sorts of things. Maybe nice, beautiful music. Now, I won't so much say Christmas music because I mean that's a bit corny, but generally it's a very beautiful time of year. Now, this lady is obviously looking to the future. So, basically, if we look at this one, she's in the water, so she's in deep. She's connecting with her inner self and inner subconscious. She's looking to the future. So it's almost like she's going deep within. There's pearls just below her. So it's like she's finding the treasure. There's things coming in for us, coming in within us, that we are still yet to find. This is the thing. The treasure is there, but we're still needing to find it to a certain extent. But this will happen over the next few months. So if we're not totally sure what we're going to be doing next year yet, which is the case of 99.9% of the population, basically just trust, because you're being guided in the way you need to go for the moment. Don't worry too much about other people, because this is a unique and individual thing. This is about you going within yourself and finding out what you want to do. Obviously, talk to others, have some advice, but you need to trust in yourself rather than copy other people or feel like I'm in this shadow or something else. Okay, what do you want to do and where are you going? And this will sort of settle down over the next few months. Okay, so there we have it. Justice, to do with earth and balance, like we've been already talking about. 6 of air, which is about quite a lot of thinking going on at the moment, quite peaceful, but thinking in a nice way. And then going deep, maybe a bit more dreamy, imagination as we go into the nearer the Christmas time and looking to the future. She's wearing the shell there, though, I forgot to say that. So that's very much like protection and safety. So I'm not really going to take this any further now because I see that time is whizzing by. So I'm going to say very much thank you for listening. And if you'd like to contact me for a reading of any sort, obviously I offer a tarot or in spirit guides, twin flame and soul connections, and channeled crystal skull readings. So I'll put the details below this video. So thank you very much for watching. And like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, thank you. Bye.